All right, everybody. Just purchased Kingdoms of Harad, the brand new expansion for Lord of the Rings Online, and it's downloading right now. It's 89%, so it's working on updating. I wish I could have got into this earlier, but it has been a hell week at work. Whew. Don't know how long I'll be on tonight because it's already going on almost 11 o'clock and got work in the morning. But I wanted to get the game and finally have the chance to get in and check it out, so I wanted to do that. And we'll do that with y'all so y'all can see me logged in for the very first time in the brand new expansion, Kingdoms of Harad. Do I have my microphone and everything set correctly? The microphone looks right. Lotro is on. Okay, I think we're good right there. Elvis is making lots of noise over there. All right. Game is loading up. There it goes. Hope I have the sound set correctly. It's coming not on my ordinary speakers, but through the headset. We'll find out here in a second. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was like, no, I want to get in the game, at least play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's been, a week from hell at work, and I've been busier than mad, I want to at least play a little bit. Oh my. Alright, sound appears to be working properly. Let's log into our champions. The first character I want to log into, so anything he gets from the collector's edition will go to him. I didn't get the ultimate fan package. I was going to do that because somebody had donated $500 to the channel, but YouTube still has not paid me, so I got as good as I could right now. I think they're supposed to pay me at the end of this month. We'll find out. Alright, there we are. Hobnanigans is here. I'll hit accept. Hit my button on that. And here's our goodies we got. Map to Hobnanigans. That's just for that thing. Alright, let's open up our first thing. Improved Expedition Supplies contains boost and supplies for purchasing the collector's or ultimate edition of the Kingdoms of Harad. So we got some 5 tomes of extraordinary experience. Don't really need that, but it's account bound. So we'll throw that in our share bank. 5 reputation acceleration tomes, account bound. Virtue acceleration tome, 2,000 bonus virtue XP. And that's account bound as well. Rare crafting components times 5 selection, blah, 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 blah. We'll be putting that into our shared. Oh man, I don't have that either. I gotta get my VIP. Let's see what else we got. 150 level up package. We won't be using that. We'll be putting that in our shared storage. And then we got Kingdoms of Harad Collector's Edition bonus items. Let me move this thing over here so that when it fills it in, it'll go down that way. So let's right click this. So starting here, Vigilant Sentinel Wardrobe Cosmetics. Our Camel of Vigilant Sentinel. We'll right click that. We now have a new mount. We have Tome of Vigilant Cobra. We'll learn that. There's our new pet. We'll just move that icon up there for now. And Vigilant Cobra Bauble. So is that going to be the same thing, but it's the Bauble form? I'm curious. Let's click on that and see what it does. So it gives us a Vigilant Cobra that sits there and just... Okay, it's a thing. And then we'll pull out our pet version. Okay. It's an oversized Cobra, just like the last one we got with one of the other expansions. Either the last expansion or expansion before that. I can't remember exactly. It's fine and all. We'll take that and move those off. 1 second here. And before I get this out, I want to head over to Bree so that I can get my VIP item real quick because mine ran out. Because I want to put these other things in the shared bank before I open that up. Oh, actually, one thing I do actually want to do is I want to ride my camel. It's neat. The camel looks good. I'm not into the cosmetics that it's wearing. The green is fine. I don't like this headpiece thing up here. I'd almost rather just have an ordinary camel, to be honest with you. But it's still cool that they finally added camels. I like when they add a new type of mount to the game. I think that's really cool. Let's go ahead and have him walk so we can see what that is like. Looks fine. It almost to me looks like the any other mount. I don't know if that's... I don't know much about camels, so I don't know if that's actually the gating that a camel uses when it's walking. I have no idea. I like how he drops down off of it. It's kind of realistic because that high you would do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our VIP item.
Hello there.
For anybody that doesn't know, that's what you get if you're a subscriber. We use that item and then we throw it away, and it'll last 14 days. This is the item we want to keep. It'll last 14 days and gives us this. So we go to our shared storage. I'm going to go to boost, and I'm going to put these in there. So actually the rare components we're going to put in the crafting. Put that over here. All right, now back to the boost. The level up package, we'll just throw that in there. I think we have another one that I haven't even used from one of my other purchases. There's the Valor one for the other one I had. It's in here somewhere. And then the extraordinary experience stuff and the reputation acceleration. Oh, look, we had a bunch of those already. They were in rep. Okay. And the virtue 11. So yeah, I had some here already as well. I think that, I don't know. I don't think it was 11 that I'd gotten total from that. And this is what we're going to actually open. So let's go ahead and close that. We'll set this over here, open this up, and get our cosmetics. So let's see what this looks like. There's the hooded version. I'm not usually into the hooded capes, but that one's actually not bad. I do want to check something. How well is this dye? Huh? Why did... That's odd. I guess it did dye it. It just... The top looks a lot blacker than the back. That's an odd dyeing choice. What if we go to white? It looks the same on white. Maybe I'm just seeing that wrong, but let's go to dark green. And navy. It's not bad. It's really not bad. I might use it for something. Let's go back to this version though and reset that. Put on our boots, our gloves, our hat, shoulders, and our chest piece. So that's what you end up looking like. I would never go with that particular color. That's just not my thing. So let's try some dyes to see if it was something that I'd use, like black. We'll do the shoulders as well. Okay, I see what they're doing there. Head. Okay, so it's that area there. The rest of it, that up there, skull and the face stay white. Huh. Let's check the gloves. There it is. So it's just the hand portion of it. The bracer stays white. And the boots, I bet, are not going to be very noticeable. Yeah, it's just the laces basically changed. and there is no legs to see there. So if you went black, that's what you would look like. Again, I'm sure somebody likes that. It's not a look that I'm into, but I will throw it in my wardrobe because why not? I bought a whole bunch of wardrobe spaces, so with the sale that they had going on, so that was awesome. We're finally up to 440 capacity on our wardrobe. So let's throw this in here. I won't put the hooded one in, I'll never use it. Gloves, helmet, shoulders, and chest. Okay, those are all in there now, so we can throw these away. And one thing I have noticed already is that my bags are not... hold on, let me check before I say that. Shared storage. Yeah, my bags are over on an alt. So I'm going to need to go get those before we can actually start playing. I did want to look at something, because there's been an issue with LIs. Alright, all of my LIs show up there, and all of my LIs show up there. So I wasn't affected by it. That's fan-freaking-tastic, because some people were affected by that bug this week. Keep in mind that there is a code you can use 3 times on each account to get some tracery reclamation scrolls. I don't remember what the code is. It's over on their website. Let me see what here. Deed bestowed. What did it bestow? Doesn't show me what it bestowed. But that's weird. New mail. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay, somebody sent me, okay. Ignore that for now. What's the weekly coupon codes? In fact, nope, that's not the one. No, it's a reward track. Ignore me, I have no idea what I'm doing tonight. Oh, there it is. DEC Tracery can be used 3 times per account. DECTRACERY. That's where you can get that. And what they were suggesting is that if you don't want to wait until next week's patch when they will get the fix in for the issue with the legendary items traceries, you can go to the store, put that code in, and you'll get a free tracery reclamation scroll. You use that on your LI, on your legendary item. It pulls all of your traceries out to your bags. Then you can put them back onto your legendary item. Now, I tried to get confirmation in the Discord earlier today, but they never responded. So I'm just going with what I believe is going on from the different messages that I saw in Discord when they're having these issues. Is there's something wrong with some of the legendary items traceries? Don't know, ID, something about ID, and the UI is having issues being able to display it. It's a display issue. It's not actually gone, it's just a display issue. So when you look at your legendary item, some of the tracery slots look empty. When you use that tracery reclamation scroll, it pulls all of the traceries out of your legendary item, puts them in your bag. So those that you thought were gone, just because they weren't being seen, are now in your bag. When you put them back on your legendary item, apparently you get the right version of the tracery and it shows up. That's how I understand it, but like I said, I tried to get confirmation from somebody at SSG on their Discord and they never responded. So I'm just telling you what I think's going on. It's one of those situations where we don't honestly know because nobody's, really saying. Let's go ahead and get our gifts. We got 200 virtue experience and 50 virtue experience. We're going to log out of this character and I'm going to try to guess which alt had my bags on him last, so I can get those in the shared bank and get them over to this character, and then we can go check out the brand new content, which I believe from what Maid of Lions was saying, it starts in Umbar, outside of the area, where they have the leaders over there in Umbar. There should be a person there that starts the new epic quest, or I shouldn't say new epic quest, the new chapters for the Song of Waves and Wind, or whatever. The last epic we've been working on all this time. That my brain just doesn't want to remember right now when I actually need to say it. So, I just look like a fool. So, there's that. Hope everybody likes the graphic. I've got it set up now the Kingdoms of Harad graphic around my web chat or webcam. Like I said, it's been a long week at work, so if I can't speak correctly, please understand. And I'm doing the best I can. I really am. Just 9, maybe 10 years more, and I can retire. Until then, God help me. Every single day, God help me. Just trying to do the best I can in life. You know what I mean? We all are. We're all trying to do the best we can. Sometimes we just aren't that good. Hey, there's our bags. Alright, so let's right click that. Shared storage. Bags 1. We'll start putting these suckers into here. So we can go back to our champion and go play the new expansion. Supposed to be heavy voiceovers in the new expansion. I hope that is the case. Not the... Let me restate that. I hope it's not the crappy ones that, you know, where you talk to the person and you get the random message every time before you have to read the quest dialogue yourself. I hope it's actually got quest dialogue and stuff that's actually voiceovered. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll find out. That was one of their big claims, is there's I think over 2,000 new voiceover lines or something. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. I hope I don't have to actually read everything like I always do. It's not that I don't enjoy reading. I'm just a bad reader, if y'all haven't figured that out. When you're listening to me fumble my way through the story, first off, I'm reading it for myself so that I know what's going on in the story. But secondly, for y'all, so that y'all know what's going on in the story. And I'm not the world's greatest reader, nor am I a speed reader, and sometimes the text just goes on the screen just fast as possible, and there's no way I could possibly read it. So I'm hoping that those things are voiceover. We'll find out, though, shortly. So looking forward to finally getting to see the conclusion of this epic story. I have really enjoyed this story arc, by the way. Song of waves and wind and waves. God, why can't I get the right name? Let's find out. So for the rest of the stream, I'll be able to say the right thing. Where the hell is it at? Was it because I don't have it right now? Freaking hell. Okay. Anyway, let's get our bags. It's not my day. Not my week. Not my month. Not my year. Just accept it and move on. Alright, let's see. Large auto gatherer. There it is. Now we can get all the rest of them and we'll be perfectly fine and ready to go. Too many requests. Slow down, slow down. The server cannot take that kind of request. Pulling things out of a bank, that is hard, serious business. My God, man, you want this to work like any other game in 2026? What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot I was supposed to slow down. Let's see. What is this here? Merciful Strike. When did that icon change? I guess I didn't read the, I didn't read the changes. I think there were some changes, in fact, for the champion, and that must be one of them. A powerful attack that can only be used on opponents under 20%. Well, that was normal, yeah. So what changed about it? Applied to target on critical and devastating critical damage, so it puts a dot on it when it's crit. I don't know. I don't know what changed there. I'm sure somebody smarter than me knows. Let's see here. Can we get to Umbar? Order of the Eagle. No. Let's go to the Bloody Eagle Tavern. That is one of my favorite travel animations right there. By far, my favorite. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so we are right here. We need to get over to here, I believe. It's been a while since I've done this, but I believe it's right over here we need to get to. Let's do it! The camel. Whoever decided that they needed to put in a camel mount in the game, you're my hero. Keep putting cool mounts in. I appreciate it. I want to see more variants of this mount, though. I would really like to be able to get a camel steed and be able to apply the different steed cosmetics to it. That would be freaking cool. Although I really can't see a camel, you know, being a steed and being able to go as fast as a steed. But still, I mean, come on. It still would be really cool, wouldn't it? Am I the only one that thinks that would be cool? Alright, this must be our man right here, Jaith.
Can it be so? Has the day come at last?
Jaith looks about furtively before continuing. Told you I can't read worth crap. Before continuing with a hushed, eager tone. Rumors abound that the wizard Inkanush now approaches the city. We guardsmen of Umbar Barabel trade not in gossip, but kinsman Belendor's soldiers return from Ikorban with news of him, and they say he will perform feats of magic for any who ask him. These are dangerous times, Lorandon, as you well know, and the kindred of the coins might have need of such feats if they are to keep their people safe. Will you go to the waterway market to the southeast and see if anyone has yet seen the wizard Inkanush? The rumormonger Tassadi often holds court there at this time of day. If anyone has heard anything about the wizard, it will be she. Alright, so this is it. Chapter 14.1, Whispers of Wizardry. Talk to Tassati at the Waterway Market. Okay. And where exactly is that? Looking for it blinking anywhere. There it is. Way over here. So I think if we go back down here and take the route, we might be able to get to it. I love the city of Umbar, don't get me wrong, I really do. But it is very complex to get around in. Sometimes can be quite a challenge. And I haven't played through this content in quite a while after I finished it on this guy and then went on to Legacy of Morgoth, which I greatly enjoyed. I haven't played through it on any of my other characters since then. Eventually they'll catch up and I'll do that, but I haven't since then, so I am very rusty right now on getting around in the city. Yeah, I think we'll just go this way. There we are. We probably need to hang a left here, if I'm reading that correctly. Ah, yes. Oh, that was that blocked area. That's right. Hold on. Can I go this way? Oh, yeah, there we are. Okay. We're getting there. Right over here. Our rumor monger should be right here. She's not going to talk? Oh, that's sad.
Rumors are like water, my friend.
There she goes. If you have the ability to keep it contained, you can control who receives it, and its value only increases. But once it is spilled, there is no returning it to the container. Whispers about the approaching wizard have already spread throughout the market, and few are interested in what I have to say about him, for they can hear these tidings everywhere. My trade is in news and information. What now can I do? Alas for Tassadi, once the most accomplished rumor-monger in all of Umbar Barabel. She is finished. Fine, then. Go to the south and listen to the whisperers of my former customers. They know all that I have heard, and more beside. So stand by the small knot of people to the south of Tassadi and listen to their conversation. Alright, south of her will be that way. And exactly where is this knot of people? Are y'all a knot of people? Let me hit this button and see if it updates. Alright, time to open the map and check. Nope, they're saying that's not the knot of people. Is this the knot of people? This might be the knot of people. It is! They notice you listening to their talk and quickly fall silent. Well, aren't y'all just a mean little curse of people? You're not going to tell me your rumors? Hey, this guy wants to talk to me.
This talk is getting out of hand, if you ask me. What use could we have for a wizard?
Keep talking, please. No, he won't. Folks such as that bring only trouble. They say they can take on many forms and creep undiscovered into places where they are not wanted. I did not trust the cultist of the all-seeing, and I will not trust a wizard either. They seem little different to me. Stand by the small group and blah 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 again. Okay, so I guess we... Is it the same group this time? Let me click. This may not be the same group. We're going to go back to that map-looking thing. Where's his group of people? Anywhere? I don't see it blinking anywhere. Alright, it says stand by the small group of people to the south past the fountain and listen to their... Alright, south past the fountain. That's going to be this group, I bet. It was! The opinions of these folk are split concerning the value a wizard might provide. Let's talk to this person here.
I have heard the arrival of a wizard heralds the onset of good fortune.
Wherever he walks, golden coins are said to fall from his pockets, and these are free for the taking by any who chance upon him. I've kept my eyes peeled for him, but my wife also expects me to make my purchases at the market and return to her. How am I to shop while there could be a wizard and his golden coins so near, with me blind to his presence? Okay. Stand by the small group of people to the south of that person. Alright, so here's another group of people. And listen. During a gap in the argument, you hear a familiar chuckle from beyond the something another. Is it over here? It's Inkanish.
There you are, my friend. I wondered if you would come to see me here.
Please, keep doing voiceover. Why do they stop? Ah. I have overheard one or two fanciful beliefs about me and my order while I rested here. I shall not test your patience by repeating them. You ask the wizard where he keeps all of his golden coins, and he chuckles to himself. I see that you have heard some of them. Did you hear, too, that I apparently possess the ability to take on forms enough to put Bjorn himself to shame? Alas, it is not so. Still, the Umbari were so eager to see this impressive figure, they have imagined that they paid me little mind, and I entered the city with little fanfare. I have been quite untroubled today, or perhaps I should say I have not been disturbed by the Umbari. The threat posed by the Tharduth and their Utogi warriors fills me with unease. We get to choose something, or we just get stuff? What is this? Okay, that's a heal. That is power. We get the Monogalasarza, which is going to be the new reputation coin, I bet. And some virtue experience.
This is not the first time I have come to Shagana or to Umbar Baharbale.
When my purpose brought me to these lands years ago, it was not as Mithrindir, nor did I wear the name Gandalf when I crossed the Iqlarban River in search of answers among the great cities of the south. I was called Inkanish by the people who dwelled in these lands, and let it be so again while we here remain. I have been a friend to all the free peoples of the north, but the names they gave to me ring harshly against Shagani ears. Inkanish puffs on his pipe before continuing, but as he begins to speak again, something draws his attention. There is a commotion at the gate, Lorandon. If you are agreeable, we will together see what has happened to disturb the peace. Perhaps they have found someone that better fits their expectation of a wizard. Okay.
Let
Good.
us see what has caused this commotion at the gate, and if we might be of some service in ending it.
Yes, let's do that. I figured it was going to be Gandalf.
What seems to be the problem here?
Are all visiting sovereigns treated so in Umbar?
Thank God it's
No
voiceover.
legitimate ruler is turned away, stranger. But the Kindred of the Coins has given us strict commands regarding pretenders.
You dare!
Hold, my friends. Our enemies would rejoice to see blood spilled upon the threshold of Umbar Baharbale. Give them not this satisfaction without reason.
Very well. Who is this old man?
That's Mithrandir, or Inkanush, or Gandalf. What would you want to call him? Well, who is this old man who speaks so to Umbari guardsmen? You explain that Inkanush is a wizard, both powerful and wise, and he is a friend to Umbar. The guard looks from you to the wizard and back again. If you vouch for this man, Lurandon, then I believe he is as you say. I have heard of your deeds on behalf of Umbar Baharbal.
A friend of yours is a friend of the city and of the kindred. But this Misadi claims to be a queen.
It is no mere claim, guardsmen. I am the Shara of renewed Hamad, and I am here to speak with your ruler.
Then speak, Sharamizadi.
Holy crap.
For she is here.
Lady Hamelak.
Please, accept my apologies for the caution of my city. These are dangerous times.
Should not this meeting take
Hold
place
it.
inside the city?
Why has he got that weapon on?
It could then occur
Hold on
with
a
the
sec, we'll
rest
check
of
in
your
a second.
ruling kindred in attendance, Harmelok.
This must be your wizard.
It is. That's him. Alright, before we go on with her, I gotta see something. What is going on? Blade of the Gods. Did I change that? This was my two-hander. Hold it. Am I spec toward the... Oh, I did. The other day I forgot I changed to my one-hander spec. And it's actually not a one-hander. I'm supposed to have this one in my second hand. Okay, well, we'll stick that way while we're playing tonight. I usually do the yellow spec and go with AoE with the two-hander. So it threw me off. It is fortunate that his wisdom aligns with mine, or I would disregard his opinion on the subject, but it is not seemly to leave foreign dignitaries on the doorstep. Shauramazadi and her assemblage will enjoy the comforts of the Citadel of Winds while I summon the rest of the Kindred of the Coins. I invite both you and your wizard to attend our council as well, Lurandon. These matters affect us all. I was hoping that would be voiced over. It is good to see you again, Lurandon. My mother Grahazi asked that I join Shauramazadi forces to oppose the Empire of Ordak and keep safe my homeland of Ambarul, and so I have done. Already there has been fighting. The battle for Hamat ended in victory of a sort, but the villain Barshud escaped with his life. Shauramazadi gifted me the blade of one of her Sabazuri, and I will wield it on her behalf for the good of renewed Hamat, and for the protection of Ambarul and Iridir. But we should not delay. The council may have already started. I agree, we should probably continue on. I am very appreciative, though, that the in-character stuff like this is voiceover.
At the hands of Ordah. We have a shared enemy. Let us stay true to our shared purpose.
Your two lands hold more than one foe in common, Misadi. Overlook not the danger posed by the Tharduth, those awakened servants of Morgoth.
Steal your tongue, wizard. Can we not fight one battle at a time?
Ha! Lothog will fight as many as he must, and welcome even more.
I like Rothog, always have.
Any who fought at the Red Waterfall will know the danger posed by the Tharduth. But for now, they are quelled. The Ordekai still have designs upon our lands.
The Kindred drove them from Umbar. Perhaps Mizadi should do the same for her city?
This she has done. Goranzar belongs now to renewed Hamat.
The Ordochai are in retreat. I followed some of them south as they fled. They bear little resemblance to the soldiers from whom we wrested this city. They are defeated.
How often has a defeated enemy leapt once more into battle, Tathata? They cannot be allowed to regroup and threaten war once again. If Mizadi allowed this, she could not claim the title of Shara, unless I misunderstand her ways.
Now you see why I have come to treat with your kindred of the coins. I will pursue the Ordekai into their southern lands and destroy them. I ask for soldiers of Umbar to join my armies on this mission.
How many warriors do you expect us to give you?
A neighbor with an interest in friendship would send as many as he could.
Perhaps. How many would he send if he believed the two parties would not long be neighbors?
Careful, dwarf.
Numero, please.
It is as you said, Mizadi. We hold an enemy in common. Umbar can spare as many soldiers as you wish for this important purpose. Unless my kindred objects.
You have become very trusting of late, Harmelak.
Will my companions and I be welcome on this journey as well, Mizadi?
I hope so. You and your companions are of course welcome to accompany my forces as we move south in pursuit of Barshud and his Ordekai. You have proven yourself a mighty ally already, Lorandon, and have lent me aid and support beyond my most hopeful expectations. I know little of wizards, but if your friend has powers to lend to my cause, I invite him to use them openly as he will. Renewed Hamat welcomes you and your companions. My army will march south from the Korban Valley and into Margala, the Ridge of Plenty. We will put an end to Barshud and prevent the Orhai from ever again threatening our lands. Oh, we gotta go around the table. I was trying to go straight through the table and talk to her. I know what your wizard seeks, Lorandon. He believes these ancient creatures, these Tharduth, remain a danger to us. I have heard the report of kinsman Bellandor's soldiers about the fighting at Utagbar, and to me it sounds like madness, the ravings of frightened men caught in the middle of a battle they cannot understand. What are you doing, Elvis? Boy, seriously? Yeah, you did something stupid and you almost hurt yourself. God, I swear. Intermission, folks. Having to deal with a dumb cat. What are you doing? Huh? Why are you being bad? Come here. There you go. Look at everybody and tell them that you're sorry for interfering. Just say, I'm a sorry cat. I'm sorry, everybody. Meow, 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 meow. Let me put you up here where you were trying to get to. Oh, there you go. Goofy ass cat. And get up there. Don't jump back down just because I put you up there. You know that's where you were wanting to go. Yes, you were. He's shaking his head no. Yes, he was. He was trying to get up in the closet and he tried to jump it and he missed and he fell and down on the ground. So I just put him up there. Alright, where were we? Wizard 6, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Azagoth perished at the hands of the Tharduth, and will not emerge from the darkness of Utagbar, but so too did those terrible creatures. Is it not so? Who is it that remains to endanger us? Ordok remains, Lorendin. This has always been the true threat, not the ancient demons. Where is that at? Not the ancient demons from which your wizard would have us cower. This is why Umbar will support Mazadi's pursuit of her foe south across the Ilkirban and into Margala. We are allies in this, for Ordok threatens us all. Alright, so that's going to end. My glasses are super dirty. I gotta clean them real quick. There we are. This is one of the greatest things I ever purchased, honestly. Anybody that wears glasses would know what I'm talking about. You're constantly having to clean them. There we are. Ta-da! Alright. Boy, are you really not going to just calm down? He's going to jump back down. He's upset that he didn't make it on his own. It's bothering him. Alright, let's go talk to...
Harmelok is wrong.
Ordok is not powerless, it is true, but the gravest danger facing these lands, and indeed all lands in Middle-earth, belongs to the Tharduth. How can this Umbari woman believe that Utakbur might be the only dwelling the Tharduth ever fashioned in all of Shagana's vast reaches? Before I came to the city, I dispatched some of our friends to travel north into Herendor. Legolas, Gimli, and the sons of Elrond will ensure the Tharduth and their Utugi warriors do not go that way to endanger Gondor. If they discover such a threat, they will send word to me. But our road lies to the south. Elvish, you're pushing it. You're really pushing it, boy. Finish.
We will not travel alone. Glorfindel has agreed to accompany us on our southward journey.
And he waits for us at the town of Ormak in Imhular. Once we have reunited with him, I suggest we meet with the Kintai at the grove of Vartulin. Our road must pass deeper into what was once the Emerald Wood, but now that force has changed, and the Kintai will guide us safely within. Mazadi intended to return to Ormak to regroup with her regroup with her own soldiers before traveling south. Speak with her when you arrive and give her my thanks. Her ambitions and the army she commands to accomplish them will be of great service to us, if I am right, and the Tharduth lurk within Morgala even. Talk to Shara Mazadi at the town of Ormak in Imhular. Okay, so let me check something here. That's roving threats. We don't want that. There we are. We can undo that. Now we just have our one thing that we got to go do. Let's check our map and try to figure out where it is we need to actually go. There it is. Ormak. I don't have that one, do I? Oh, and also, let's make sure... Okay. Just making sure I don't have my experience turned off, because we can now actually level. The level cap is now 160. Alright, so we have that. That's not it. That's Urashdar. Shingarash. Ubnishir. Ilzag. And Tirkul. I don't remember which one actually would be the right one. So we're going to take a look out here. So it was, hold on, wrong spot. There we are. It was Ormak. What will get us close to that? You know what? I don't care. We're taking one of them. We'll find our way there. At a certain point, you just stop caring. Alright, let's see where that put us. Okay, we're way over here. And we need to go over to... I keep on doing that. Alright, we're right here. We need to go down to here. This spot. So currently, we are up here. So probably we can get a stable master route that gets us down there. If not, we'll come over here and use one. What is it actually called? That's the mission. Oh, that's right. Mission. Steep set. Okay, hold on. There might be a mission stable master here. That's an ordinary stable master. We'll try him.
It is a new day.
Imhular, that's where we're going. And we're going to Urmak. Aha! Ta-da! That was weird. Did you see how far above the mount he was? Because it was still set for the camel's height. So he started out there, then kind of fell down onto the mount. That's a funny bug. It's doing it again. That's hilarious. And then he bounces up and comes back down. Holy crap, that's weird looking. I guarantee I can fix that by going to a ordinary mount. And then the next time we do a stable master, I'll be willing to bet it'll be back to the normal height. Alright, so let's figure out who it is we need to talk to over here. We are trying to find Shara. Here we are. Muzadi.
I am pleased to have your aid and support, friend. And that of the wizards in Kanush.
We reclaimed Anzar, but it was not enough. Even possessing the crown of renewed Hamat is not enough, for Barshud remains alive to threaten my young kingdom and its people. We will only be safe when Barshud has been slain and the Empire of Ordok knows the courage in our hearts and the strength of our sword arms. Even now my soldiers heed this call. Stand by the gate and look for the warriors that come from Kuranzar to join me on the southward road into danger. So stand by the south gate. South. It's not going to be this way, is it? It's going to be over here, I bet. South gate. Nope, that's going to be the south gate right there. Hey, I know that person. That's Nofel. And he's AFK. Alright, so let's stand by the south gate and look. I think this is the south gate. There we are. Soldiers weary from battle slowly make their way up the road to Onormak.
Give me a moment to rest, if you would.
I am not so young in years that I feel not the road, nor the fighting I faced before it. Sharamazadi wrested my home of Kara Anzar from the Barkushim and Orhai that held the city, and for that she will have my gratitude and my loyalty. Aye, unto death. Many others of my neighbors and my friends feel the same. We knew not that we might be Hamate once again, but the coming of the Shara awakened us to this truth. History is an unbroken chain that links the past to the present, even as it lies forgotten in the dust or trampled underfoot. And we'll talk to this one.
I have dreamt of living here once again in peace, but...
For how long can I remain at Onormak, knowing that Sharamazadi faces our enemies in distant lands? Her own husband, Ashtale, perished in recent days, and still she fights. But I know not if I am as strong as she. Ah, Glorfindel.
It is always the same. In this place, I see young soldiers of old wars.
Fighting and dying in battles they did not cause, and whose roots they cannot see. They fight against Ordok, as I fought against Mordor, and they fight for Mazadi as I fought for Gilgalad, the High King. Did they think this will be the last battle they need fight, as I believed then? Did I call them young soldiers? Perhaps I am one of them after all, despite my years. I understand Mazadi and her army will travel the longer way through Kudzagan into Murgala, avoiding the dangerous forest road, but Inkanush wishes otherwise. He would have us speak first with Thorvillan, the Quinta Warden of the Grove of Vartulin. It is the wizard's plan to take the forest road through what remains of the Emerald Wood, ensuring that the Utagi did not go that way unseen. It seems a good idea to me. The creatures we fought at the Dagger Carlinthir were fearsome, and I do not want them to prey upon the Kintai. Our kindreds are long divided, but they remain elves, and dear to me even from such distance. Okay, so talk to Thorvillan at Vartulin, southeast of Urmak. Southeast of Lurmok. Down this way. Do we see blinking? We do. It's down here. Okay. Vartulin. So we can probably take the stable master down to Vartulin. And we'll get to see if he does that bouncy high thing when he gets on the mount or not.
Hastal Gur, stranger.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we haven't gone there yet, so we don't have it. This one time we will actually ride ourselves. Usually I pay the coin to do it, but I know how they do things. They'll end up making something, something will end up being along the road that I need to do or something, you know. So we'll actually travel there this time. So out here, hang a right, and hang a right. We take 3 rights. One of my favorite mounts here. Let's get into character though. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, we got a brand new outfit slot. I forgot all about that. I don't want the pirate look. This is actually one of my more favorite ones for this set of expansion. I always thought that was hilarious. That's my favorite for normal. There's my fishing and my birding and my smithing. But this is the one we will go with. And for that matter, let's choose a different mount, in fact. Let's see, what mounts do we have available? What would be appropriate? Steed of the Sandstriker? No. Treasured Wellspring? That works. What do I have for his back? Oh, wrong one. We're in this outfit here. There we are. It's a backpack. I don't know if I'll have the backpack showing. Probably not right now. We'll just go with that look there. Oh, just checking out this. That's actually, is that better than what I have? Hold on. This critical rating is insane on that. Yeah, we're gonna put that pocket item on. Where the hell did I get that? Huh. Did that come with one of my items or something? Or did I get that in one of the quests I just completed? It's possible. There's nothing chasing me right now. Let's go ahead and change that out. We'll just throw this down here to hold on to it for right now. Well, hell no, Bucky. Come here. You want to hit me? There you go. There's your sign. You don't hit a champion. No, those are just your final moments on the planet when you do that. Yeah, that's weird. I know I've been here, absolutely, because this is part of the last expansion. Did they add this stable master?
Oh, what
possibly, but I know I've been here. That had to have been what it was that they added that.
What brings you back to Vartulin?
You tell Thorvillin that you have come with the elf lord Glorfindel and the wizard Inkanush to secure the safety of the Emerald Wood on your journey to oppose the Empire of Ordok. The warden of the grove strokes his chin. My folk have noticed strange orc-like creatures moving among the trees outside Vartulin. We believed them to be orcs at first, but these were dressed strangely and seemed a larger breed than the orcs we have encountered before. Oops, my mouse went crazy. Talk to... oh, Inkanish.
These creatures of orc kind of which Thorvillon speaks are almost certainly Utugi.
If you will go search for sign of these invaders outside Vartulin, I will tell him what we know of them and their Tharduth masters. Be careful. The Tugi must be driven by some evil purpose if they dare approach the groves of the Kintai. Do we have other quests we need to pick up here? I'm really not certain. I mean, this is the last expansion's area. I'm assuming we're just moving our way through to the new stuff, but I don't know whether I should be looking for other quests or not. That's what I'm getting at. Oh yeah, that was one of the other changes they made. The sprint now only lasts for a very short amount of time on the champion, but you sprint faster than you did before, I think. I think that was the case. I'm not positive. But the sprint comes up much quicker now. Where is the guys I'm looking for? These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along. You're not the droids we're looking for. Here we are. Well, that's a lookout. Oh, here we are. If it sparkles, click it or kill it. We need to find more of these or something. Nope, that's it. Now we go back. Alright, let's mount up then. Come on, mount up. It's already been 1 hour. Like I said, we cannot stay on here long tonight. I've got work in the morning. What time is it right now? Oh yeah, we're getting very close to my time of having to call it. I know I didn't get to do much tonight. I apologize to everybody, but this is not my job. This is something I do for fun. My actual job is programming. That's what pays the bills. But we will go back and talk to Gandalf over here. Or Inkonush.
So it is true. The Yutugi leave the lands in which they awoke and begin to threaten others nearby.
Our mission grows more serious, but we cannot leave Imhular just yet. While you were gone, Thorvildin spoke to me of a woman about whom I must learn more. He says she is named Koradwan, and she has been a friend to the Kintai for as long as he can remember. Inkonush looks at you closely, one of his eyebrows raised. Thorvildin is one of the Kintai elves, Lorandon, and his memory is long. How can it be that this woman has lived in this place for such a span? This mystery and others have prompted me to ask a number of questions I have not before thought to ask. I must speak with this woman. I must speak with Koradwan. What is this? 151. Oh, okay, tracer. Alright.
Will you come with me to speak with this woman?
Let me know when you're ready to
depart.
Okay. So what is this? This is a ring. Again, insane amount of critical rain. Look at that. Holy crap, that's amazing. Okay. So we'll go do this first.
Call upon Kuridwan and learn if she has answers to my questions. What is it, Glorfindel? What have you seen?
There are orcs on the slope above us. I think they remain unaware of our presence, which grants us the advantage. Shall we put an end to their menace?
Confront the orcs, my friends.
Alright, let's do it. Oh. I gotta check something. That Merciful Strike. That's in the position I usually have. Oh no, that's the Corruption Removers 8. What did I usually have 7 for? Can't remember. Interruptions. Yeah, 7's where I have my interruptions. Does that not interrupt anymore? doesn't look like it does. Okay, that's interesting. Not really a fan of that.
This way!
I fear some of the orcs may have already passed into Kurgan. Even now, the life of Kuradwin may be in jeopardy. Gorfindel and I will ensure it is safe out here, and we will join you within when we can. Go now and hurry. Alright, we will. Or I will. Orcs and jackals have come to threaten Kuradwin and must be cleared from the something another. Saruman. Why is he talking about Saruman? You realize the oddity in that, right? Okay, anyway. We heard somebody doing something. Am I supposed to click on this? Apparently not. Or is she hiding behind it? Ah, here we are. You are not an orc, are you? No, you are not. That is a relief to me. It must be a relief to you as well, yes? If you are here to dine with Kuradwin, as I am, I must tell you that she is no longer here. Luhumgena was quite disappointed to learn of our friend's absence, as was I. But perhaps it is just as well. Neither of us expected the orcs to find the hidden way into Kugran. Someone with more in the way of brains must have helped them find it, but they are not welcome.
What have you found? Is Kuradwan safe?
Only she would know for certain, stranger. But she is not here.
Well, where is she?
When I arrived here for dinner, as is my custom, she was already gone.
But where has she gone? Is there no indication of her road?
I cannot say for certain, but when last we spoke, Kuradwin had crafted a salve that could help fight against the Lagdavrit, the blight tainting the woods hereabout. She expressed a desire to bring it not only to the grove here in Imhular, but also to those further east in Adagim. I must do this, Usakar, she said to me. What is the hurry? I responded. But there must have been some need for haste after all. She has always been a friend to the Kentai, and if she possesses a means of curing their dying forest, she would share it without question. She has a big heart, our Kuradwin. Often she speaks of her purpose in these lands to heal them and to fortify them against evil. She would not appreciate these orcs in her home, I know that. She must have gone already to Adagim and missed their arrival entirely.
Then it is to Adagim we must go. Have you any further questions for this man, Usakar, Glorfindel?
Just one, my friend.
Okay.
Is that bog lurker wearing a hat?
Yes, it is. It is true. That was my favorite hat, but Luhumgana kept stealing it right off my head. Not only that, but no matter how often I think she is slain, Lehumgana somehow keeps coming back. Eventually I decided to just let her keep it.
The answers to my questions must wait until we find Kuridwan somewhere within Adagim.
I am nothing if I am not patient, Lorandon. I trust you have not heard otherwise. Alright, so we just got our ring.
What can Thorvillon tell us of the woods into which we must go?
If Kuridwan has gone ahead into Adagim, that is where our road must lead, but it is the foolhardy traveler who passes into an unfamiliar land without knowledge. We must not be unprepared. What can Thorvillon tell us of the woods into which we must go? So this one, when we finish, it's going to give us some pants. And there's the one we will be choosing, and it is quite the upgrade. Alright, we'll hit accept, and that's where we will stop because it is midnight. Right at it, midnight. So I have to stop here so that I can get up and go to work tomorrow. But tomorrow's Friday. Yes! Finally. Freaking yes. Woo! Thank God for Fridays. Alright. Hope everybody had fun. I know it was only a 1 hour stream. Like I said, it's been a week from hell. Work is kicking my ass. So I was happy to at least even get in and start working on the new expansion. The story already is promising. I love the fact that they added a bunch of voiceovers, even though a lot of the quest dialogue is still not voiceovered. At least so far, all of the in-character stuff where you're moving around and they're talking is voiceovered. That is such a great thing, because there's so much content in this game where you're trying to follow an NPC and you're having to read the screen at the same time because it's not voiceover. So if they did that all the way through on this expansion, holy crap, yes, thank you very much for that, Standing Stone Games. Greatly appreciate being able to actually hear the story while playing the game rather than trying to read the text while horribly doing a bad job of following an NPC around in some sort of quest thingy. Alright, that's going to do it for tonight. Everybody, please, 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 let me hit the button over here. Smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/From1. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Been trying forever. I'll probably try the rest of my life to get to 1,000. Help me out. And over on twitch.tv/Ferone, hit the follow. If you want to hit the subscribe, that would be fantastic as well, because every single month, as an Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free subscription on Twitch. If you'd like to use that on me, hey, I won't argue with that. And head over to Ferone.com where you can find links to everything I do. I do all kinds of stuff, and I have multiple video channels and stuff like that and so forth. So go check that out. If you're looking for a kinship, I run the Lorebound Walkers on the Peregrine server. Head over to Ferone.com, find the link to our Discord server. Read the rules and regulations, very important. Then introduce yourself in the introductions channel, chat with us, and see if we'd be a good fit for you. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope you all had a fantastic time, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, or wherever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome. I'm signing off. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.